What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We are here for a new season. This is this is season 5, I think. Episode 1. So, child, we know that the carnage that was what Hurricane Monica left last season. So the ladies are all trying to pick up the pieces, right? We have a couple of new ladies this episode. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This first episode didn't really give me a whole lot, so I'm gonna give y'all what I had, the best that I can give it to y'all. We have Lisa, who's trying to be Queen Bee. Okay, Lisa is throwing a Bezos party for Valentine's Day, and she's inviting all of the ladies, including the new ladies. So as we go through this season, this episode, we get a couple of flashbacks to other scenes that are being filmed. Now, Lisa has beef with Whitney, because Whitney went on the podcast and said some things about Lisa. Now, we know that Lisa's personality is so extra and so crazy, because we know that in Lisa's mind, if you say one thing Lisa doesn't like, she just holds on to that one thing. So Whitney did call Lisa a villain. I ain't gonna say that Whitney didn't say anything wrong in this one. So Lisa is feeling some kind of way, because she was like, why would you go on this podcast and call me a villain? And I'm gonna have to talk to her about it, but for the purposes of this situation, I'm going to invite her, but we're gonna talk about it later. Now, she had this conversation with Heather and with Angie, letting her know letting them know I feel some kind of way, but I'm gonna invite her to my Bezos party, and we'll figure it out later. We'll get it together later. So, Angie gonna run back and tell Whitney what Lisa said. We'll get back to that. Mary is back being married, child. I don't have nothing more for Mary. Mary is back being married. Now, we know in real life, I think Mary filed for divorce, but that happened after they stopped filming. So we probably won't see that as a storyline unless they pick up the cameras and film some scenes. Y'all know how they like to add stuff, in at the end. But it'll probably definitely come up at the reunion. But anyway, moving right along. We also have another new lady. What is her name? Is her name Danny? I ain't write her name down. Oh, I'm sorry, Bronwyn. I didn't tell y'all about Bronwyn. Bronwyn, I'm not sure how I feel about her yet. Bronwyn showed up in a big ass heart, but it's Yves Saint Laurent, and it's only like 3 of them, and she has one. Bronwyn, she was in finance, but she married her husband, who's an older guy. We find out in episode 2. I might be blending the 2 episodes because I don't watch both of them. We done find out that, he was like the CEO of the company that made the Palm Pilot. Now, for those of y'all that are too young to remember Palm Pilot was like the precursor to an iPad, right? It was like the first time that we had in the palm of our hand where we could write notes and we could save data and all of that, Anyway, so made a lot of money. And he's older than her. I think he's like 20-something years older than her. So y'all know what that looks like. But she is living her best life. He rich. And it seemed like she was making decent money when she met him, because she said she was working in New York in finance. So that's how she met him. So I don't think she was... and she's Jewish. She's Mormon. She's from Salt Lake City. She said she got kicked out of Brigham Young, child. So another Heather. Heather didn't get kicked out. But... yeah. Meredith is here. Meredith is mad this season, and she's mad at Whitney because she feels like Whitney started making bath bombs. And she was like, why would you make bath bombs? Everybody knows that bath bombs are my thing. Last year, you thought baths were nasty and they were dirty. Why would you want to make a bath bomb? And I feel like you're just totally... And I said I was going to make bath bombs, and now I feel like you are totally, trying to take my moment, take my thunder. Let me say this. In the world of reality TV, it makes sense for Meredith to make bath bombs. Her baths have become a thing on this show. But in a business sense, Whitney makes skincare products. Whitney rolls are skincare products. Meredith, you make jewelry. Out of those 2 people, the person that I would expect to have a bath bomb would be Whitney before you. So I don't understand why you mad, but I guess you need a storyline too, because now Heather introduces us to her friend. I want to say her friend is Danny. She is dating an Osmond. Um, she is dating an Osmond. Well, maybe her name is Brittany. I think it's Brittany. Anyway, and they have this on again, off again situation. Now, I thought they were really like boyfriend, girlfriend, on again, off again. But we're going to find out later on. It ain't quite a boyfriend, girlfriend, on again, off again situation. It's more just I feel like she a booty call to this man. But because he's an Osmond, y'all know in the Mormon faith, that is like royalty. Like, that's like dating a Jackson or something. Okay. So I feel like she's holding on more for that connection to Mormon royalty than anything else. But we'll get to that. We'll get more into her in episode 2. So everybody is sort of just showing up, and we're just kind of meeting everybody. Brittany ends up offending Mary, because she decides to sit down in between Mary and Bronwyn, and she called Bronwyn's outfit a costume. So, of course, Mary immediately gets offended. It's like, oh my gosh, a costume. You don't know fashion. You don't understand couture. Like, that is not that's not a costume. That is Yves Saint Laurent. Like, what are you doing? So now the two of them are like giving it to her because she don't understand the difference between fashion and a costume. Okay. And then Mary starts talking about her little fur coat, talking about some child that looked like some carpet you stitched together. I mean, it was a mess. And then I guess she caught herself trying to make up for it. And she said something about carrying bread in her purse, which thoroughly disgusted Mary Cosby. And then she made a comment that Mary Cosby took as her trying to be like, I'm poor like you, and I'm just like you, because I don't have any money either. And Mary was like, girl, you don't know me. I'm not poor. So I don't know who you talking about poor like who. Because I'm not poor. And how dare you assume such? So y'all already know how Mary is. Once you get on her bad side, like, it's kind of hard to get out of it. So these are all the things that are going on at this party before they even get inside to the party. The other thing, Angie feels like Meredith owes her an apology because last season, Meredith was one of the people, and Monica, spreading all the rumors about her being part of the Greek mafia and all of this. So she goes up to Meredith, and here she go with these props. She has a scroll that she has literally created with all the things that she feels like Meredith owes her an apology for. And it fell flat because everybody thought it was stupid. It was very womp, 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 right? It fell very, very flat. So we finally go inside for this dinner. And the ladies are sitting down. And Whitney and Lisa end up getting into it because Lisa feels like Whitney owes her an apology. And Whitney is like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, I said what I said. Like, those are my feelings. Those are my opinions. My opinions can't be wrong. And Lisa was like, you lied on me, though. Like, you said that I'm the villain. You lied on me. And Whitney was like, that's my opinion. Like, my opinion is that you are a villain. You can't tell me my opinion is wrong. It's my opinion. Now, from that, I do agree. But here's where Whitney messed up. Whitney then says, and I'm not a liar. I don't lie. Tell me what I've lied about. What'd she do that for? Baby, the minute she said, tell me what I lied about, Meredith, Heather, and Lisa was giving it to her. Meredith was like, you lied about my marriage. You lied about everybody's marriage on this show. Heather was like, girl, you lied when you said that I was using your vagina for my book. You lied about this. You lied about that. Lisa was like, girl, you lied when you said that I slept with somebody for some tickets to the game. Like, she was like, you lied, you lied, you lied. So now Whitney is sitting there like, wait a minute. Y'all are ganging up on me. Girl, they not ganging up on you. You said you're not a liar, and you asked them to give you an example. It ain't their fault that all of them have examples to give. I don't think it was a gang up. And I feel like, Whitney, you will have to stand in your shit, because y'all know how I feel about Whitney. I've been saying this for years about Whitney, that Whitney throws the rock and hides her hand, and then she hides it behind, well, that's what I heard. Well, that's what somebody told me. Well, somebody else was there when it was said. Well, I didn't bring it up. She brought it up. She always got a reason and an excuse. But at the end of the day, girl, they was like, tell me when I told you a lie. It is not their fault that they got 20 examples. So Whitney gets up and was like, y'all are ganging up on me, and y'all are lucky that y'all are dealing with the spiritual Whitney, because the old Whitney would have handled it differently, but I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to walk away. And Angie is running behind Whitney, which of course made Lisa feel some kind of way, because Lisa was like, how did Whitney even know that I had an issue with her in this podcast? I only told 2 people, Angie and Heather. So who the hell said it? Baby Heather was like, I ain't said nothing. So now Angie's sitting there looking stupid. So now Lisa mad at Angie. Whitney mad at everybody because she feel like they ganged up on her. Heather is side-eyeing Bronwyn because she feel like Bronwyn is giving her giving her feelings of Monica, that she, got an opinion about everybody, that she in the mix a little too soon, a little too fast. So she's side-eyeing Bronwyn because she like, I don't know about you. I got my eye on you. Okay? And with that being said, y'all, that was episode 1. I told y'all, episode 1 really didn't give me nothing until them last 5 minutes when they was giving it to Whitney. Because, baby, I've been waiting for that. I have been waiting for them people to let Whitney know that, girl, you are a liar and a manipulator, and you be playing word games. And we see you. So, anyway, that was episode 1. I'm going to go on and knock out episode 2 so we can be caught up for this week. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Peace.